Well, welcome to Frosted Tips. I am one of your hosts, Carmen Sandella. Next to me is the illustrious
Sire of Desire,
That's right, dog.
Jerry Dybell. I think it's your goal to throw me off every time we start this shit. So, like, you get my nerves calm, babe.
I can't help it.
God, I love you.
I just celebrate all the heritage.
Right. Is that why you're wearing a poncho? Yes. Oh, by the way, some of the viewers asked, you still have the pasta?
You wanna know what's funny? I was very excited because I was getting ready to come on here and go, update, I ate bread.
You did?
Okay, so me and Lex went, I got to talk about it. Me and Lex went to, Lex is my wife. I don't know if I ever really clarified that before.
I think you may have.
Yeah. So me and Lex went to Columbus because she had some work to do. And while we were out there, we decided to go see a rave. Okay. Before we went to the rave, we were taken out to eat by some members of her company. And it was this place called Beer Dog Brewery.
Ooh.
Fantastic food, but it's not like a bar. It's a very nice brewery. And they had food, but it's not like any of the food was great for you.
Right. So you were kind of in a catch-22 there.
I had no choice. Listen, I really wanted a pizza.
Ooh. Yeah, if you're going to have a cheat day.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I'm going to really see how my joints feel tomorrow because I'm really going to fuck up tonight. I was like, that's where my brain goes. If I'm going to mess up, I'm going to mess up bad. And I'm just going to eat it all to me.
Yeah. No, I understand.
I didn't do that.
Wow.
I didn't do it. I went and I got a cheeseburger. That's all I did. So it's just meat. I did have, fries. I'm sure those weren't putting anything good, but just a bun. That's all I had was a bun.
Well, how'd your body feel?
My body?
Yeah.
Thinking about my body. Body felt pretty good. I didn't feel too bad.
Isn't it crazy though when you do cut out the bread and the pasta, like your body doesn't ache?
No, for sure.
Is that why the Italians are so grumpy and they're like, "I'll fucking kill you"?
I think that's why the American Italians are like that.
That makes sense.
That
makes sense.
From listening to people that have been to Italy, they have eaten tons of pasta, and they feel fine.
Right.
So whatever refined shit we're putting in our food here, I'm sure is good for you.
I think that's probably why I'm so angry. That's what I'm going to blame it on.
Yeah.
No anger issues, but it's what I eat and drink. I'm not. Am I an angry person?
No. No, I don't think you're an angry person.
think-
Except when you're angry.
Except, yeah, no, you're right. We smoke in here? I just wanted to catch you when you were drinking. That's a classic line. Anywhere I go now, fancy. And just, I love throwing people off that line.
Would you say we can smoke in here?
Yeah, can we smoke in here? I don't smoke.
Does anybody smoke anymore?
Some people. It's bad.
Damn.
Okay. My mom, if you're listening to this, please quit smoking.
Whoa.
That's all. I'm calling you out, Mom.
What about Dad? Does he smoke still?
No, he quit like 10 years ago.
That long?
Yeah, time flies, dude.
That's weird because I remember him smoking.
Right. We've been
Right?
Yeah.
How long you been married?
Call me out. 13 years. Or no, 11 years I've been married.
11.
I've been with her for 13.
Okay. I was trying to do math in my head.
Yeah, you
I
throw me out
gotcha.
with my fucking wedding anniversary. Call me out. Well, that's the problem when you get married on the last day of the year.
Yeah, it's real easy to forget.
Yeah. Oh, you don't forget the anniversary, but the years fuck with
Years.
you. It's like 2011.
Oh, at the end?
At the end.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, I'm yeah. But she knows. We got called out of the comedy show. We went to see Joey Diaz, and
Yeah.
the opening act was fucking with me the whole time.
Yeah.
But I'm a good sport. So he's like, "How long y'all been married?" And he looks at me. I'm like, and he said, He said, "Oh, so I basically opened for Joey Diaz one night in Pittsburgh at the Pittsburgh Improv." So,
well, shit, when we went to see the comedy show, he thought we were lovers. Not Joey Diaz, but Big J thought we were lovers.
Big J thought we were lovers.
Yeah.
Then the lesbians in the back were like screaming.
Yep.
Well, hey,
Yep.
good for them, but like he took our thunder because
He totally did. He was getting ready to.
We sat in the front to get roasted because we're not bitches.
Right.
Like I wanted to get roasted by Big J Okerson.
Right.
And yeah, but you know what? We got to talk to him afterwards.
That was fun.
Yeah,
that was fun.
That was a great time.
So I did get permission. Maybe not permission, but I told Lex that I was going to discuss this.
Okay.
It was weird, man. So like, I get up early to wake Anthony, make sure the kids are up to get ready for school. Anthony's got to be. I got to get him up by 6. You're probably up earlier than that.
A little bit.
So now the school, what like 3?
3.
That's early.
Yeah, it sucks. It's not. Today I slept in. I got bags under my eyes for the people watching. You can see, but yeah, I had a rough night. But continue.
Easy. Don't pull him too far.
I would love Bobby Lee to see this.
So it was. I don't know, so Lex cannot wake up for the life of her at all. She just is constantly. I gotta try to remember that I need to be descriptive so the audio people can hear,
right,
understand.
Right.
But like, she sits up, she'll like wake up, sit up in bed, and then just like lean back and then do this, like, and then I go like my mouth just looks like drool's just hanging, right? So like I go in there like 3 or 4 times, like 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30,
right?
And I'm like, okay, well, I take care of the one kid, the other that goes, goes to school later,
right?
He doesn't have to leave till like 8:30, so that's quite a bit of time for her to wake up. So it's like 8:15, and I'm in there, kind of like, yo, bitch, you got to get up, And then she's like, I love her.
Right.
She's looking rough. Okay. I'm talking hair's disheveled.
Oh.
It was not a good sight. Okay. And then literally, I'm like, listen, I'm about to make a decision for both of us, and I'm going to take the kids, and you're going to have to take care of some business.
Right.
So
right.
I go back. I'm doing a little bit more schoolwork. 5 minutes, she comes out completely dressed and looks fine. I'm like, what the fuck did you just do? You are not the same woman I just woke up out of bed 5 minutes ago. I told her, I'm like, you just Princess Diaries out of this. I'm like, where's the telephone booth in our bedroom?
Yeah, Superman
Dude,
shit.
it was incredible. I could not believe it.
I think you got a diamond, though, because that's like the number one bitch that guys have with their wives or girlfriends getting ready. It's like, hey, we're supposed to be at a certain place at a certain time. Then when it gets to that time, like, I'm looking at my watch, like, you ready yet? Don't rush me. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, well.
Yes, ma'am. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
It's been a long, long week. I mean, it's 50 degrees today, so that's a fucking heat wave.
Yeah.
People are all, like, worried about global warming. I'm like, I'm okay with it. I mean, when you work outside, my liberal side's like, I'm cool with global warming. I'm sorry, but it's
Is it going to affect our generation?
No.
Who gives a shit?
Exactly. Like, I'm lucky to make it. Like, my grandpa lived to like a bold age of 38 years old. So if I got 3 years to go. All right, come on. But everybody, like, you talk to people and they're like, yeah, we had snow on the ground. It's like, yeah, well, I'm not trying to be like a conspiracy theorist, but there's something going on. It's 50 degrees in January right now. Dude,
it's been so nice.
I'm fine with it. I'll keep it. I'll keep it.
No, I ain't gonna complain. Oh, okay. So while I'm not going to talk about, okay, it's not a rave. Lex calls it house music. I don't know what the hell that really is.
I know like it's the older version of trap music, or like trap house. Dude, I'm so fucking. I really don't know. I'm so behind the times. So it's ridiculous.
If she's listening, I had a fantabulous time. It's just great.
Right.
But like, it's kind of like a sexual thing. You're kind of like grinding with your significant other, some hoe that you just met. Regardless, you're doing something.
Right. It's free love. But not in your case because you're married.
Yeah, and that ain't free.
It
well,
ain't
it's
free.
not for her.
Right.
But it's just funny being on the side of where, like, you know, like I'm not going there trolling. That's what my old man called it. Trolling's when you're looking for some, you know, something.
Yeah,
you're trolling. You're on patrol. I don't know.
That makes sense.
So, you know, I'm just there, just, you know, to hang out with Lex.
Right.
But just seeing, like, there's, okay. So right off the bat, there is the waitresses are just half naked, and I told her, I'm like, you brought me here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look.
Hands up, like.
Yep. You ever been to somewhere like that with like?
Yeah.
You had to say something?
Some nightclub. Oh, well, no, because my wife's like, hey, look.
Check that
out. That's what her and I got to do. My wife and I have a different relationship. Like if there's, for example, we were at a wedding one time.
Yeah.
And one of the waitresses or the catering party, she had a donk. Like, and she didn't have a butt.
I thought you almost said dong.
No.
This chick had a dong.
I hope she didn't because, yeah. But, like, it wasn't a butt. It was an ass. And I was just like, damn. And then, like, on the drive home, she's like, did you see that ass? I'm like, yes, I did. Yes, I did. But, yeah, so that's, but I've been in those situations.
Lex kind of, not with, well, she really wasn't talking about a body part, but, like, one of them, like, they're, like, have hardly any clothes on. She was, like, looking at her phone. And then, like, Lex saw the lady pull it out. She's like, where'd that come from? Like, she has, like, no clothes. I don't know how she pulled this out of where she did.
That's a good point.
She, so there was this guy. He's kind of like, let's say, he could have been 50s. I don't know. But he was older than me, right? And he was in good shape. And not, like, slender. He was, like, built. He had some muscle tone.
Right.
And beard was on point. Like, not real, it's like perfect length, real trimmed on the sides. And his hair, all of it, man. Dude, he looked good. He was
trolling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, he wasn't trolling because he brought his own trolls.
Oh.
And, dude.
Plural.
He had a shirt that said Unicorn Security. Okay? And he had two hoes with him, one on each side. I guess that they were dressed up as unicorns.
Oh, my
and
God.
They had big tots. I mean, they were older though too. But I like older women.
Yeah, I mean, you go with the times. So
she's texting me. Shut up.
Did she hear us?
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Is that your cord?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
So there was the two other things that I remember that I could talk about. It's not like I went crazy. There's nothing that went crazy. It's just, so anyways, there was this couple that was there. They were both very like slender and gothic looking.
Okay.
And this boy, he's probably in his 20s. I don't know, early 20s, I'd guess.
Yeah. Isn't it weird saying boy in the early 20s?
I know, that's why I brought it up. This little sprout. He had, you know, like the hairstyles now is kind of like bunched up at the top. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but anyway, he had like curly hair, and his hair was nice, but he had like very dangly earrings everywhere, and like even on the ones that are like inside the little crease that's like, I don't know, like in here.
Oh, no shit.
Right, yeah, I don't know what you call that, but he had earrings like hanging in there, and then he had this like black sweater, but like it was kind of like, I'd like to say cashmere.
Oh,
I think, and holes all over it. And he's doing this thing. I don't know. He looked like, the only way I can describe it for like an audio listener is he was like a gypsy.
Oh, just
like, like this. Yeah, dude was like, I didn't even know what to think of him. Didn't even know. And then right next to him is this drunk, like Asian chick. I think she was Asian. Just back and forth and was so annoying. I think she lost her boyfriend or she was trying to find one. I know she had a tattoo on her collarbone that said, "This too shall pass." So I know she isn't having, she's made decisions, dude.
Yes.
She's got to repent on her fucking body. She's done some things.
She probably had to go to church the next day. She did it Saturday night.
She did some things, man.
This too shall pass.
I saw that and I was like, I have to write this down. I'm like, we're like dancing. I'm like, okay, this too shall pass. This girl.
I have to I do that too, because like my wife would be like, "What are you doing?" I'm taking notes for the podcast. Sorry.
Yes.
If something strikes me, like I have to do it.
for sure.
No, I'm glad you guys had a good time down there.
No, it was good. It was good. So one other thing that I was thinking about throughout the week that kind of makes me feel like less of a man that I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
Is so erectile dysfunction.
Right.
Okay. Is that accepted? That's not what I wanted to talk about.
I'll talk to you about anything. ED, man, it can affect anybody. Sorry, I just had
no. Okay, so this is what makes me feel like I'm less of a man, and I want your opinion on it. Okay?
All right. Honest opinion coming at you.
I was listening to the American podcast Joe Rogan.
Okay.
And they were just talking about automatic versus stick shift.
Okay.
Transmission. I don't know how to drive stick. I have no intentions of learning how to drive stick. But I feel like a bitch if somebody asked me if someone was like, "Hey, can you take this?" I would make up a lie to say, like, without saying that I don't know how to drive stick.
Like I got too many DUIs, my license is suspended or something.
Yeah. Like we're too close to a school, I can't drive.
No, I mean I don't think anything less. I mean, no. I mean, if you were working with me on the crew, and I told you like, "Hey, back this truck up," you're like, and like you come at me with something I know is a lie.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, disappointed. That's what I would throw. I would throw at you as disappointment, and I'd be like, okay, I will drive the truck now. I mean, I was fortunate,
and you have to follow the rules of the road.
Exactly.
Right.
I was fortunate enough that I was raised. That's the only vehicle I had was a standard.
Oh, really?
To drive. So, but the caveat is I get super offended because I bought an old truck.
Yes.
And it's a standard. And like people like, I didn't know you could drive standard. I'm like, don't stereotype me, bitch. Like I have a CDL Class A. I can drive the semis. I can drive trucks. I can drive your grandma's Corolla. That's the standard.
Right.
But
it's impressive that you can have a CDLA and a hepatitis C at the same time.
I got Hep C. Did you follow? Oh God. I thought that was a secret. I thought that was a secret. A one night stand with Pamela Anderson.
You think they'll like my cup? Is that too much?
Who wouldn't like that cup?
I love this cup.
Are you just trying to get people to watch the audio or the video?
Yes. Okay. I will say, I'm not going to tell the story about this cup yet. Okay. I just wanted to show it. This is my favorite cup. It is a kind of a chunky dark woman. It's just a pen holder for
You got me on that one. I didn't want to spit my beer out on the microphone. Fuck, you can't. That's such a curveball that you just threw at me right there.
I'll tell the story of it another time.
Okay.
I got more little gems like that throughout this building.
Yes, they are everywhere.
Just cups
watching us.
Okay, so we should probably get into some subject
of the 90s or early 2000s.
Yes.
What our podcast is based about. Yeah, no, I understand that. I agree with you.
Okay, so I guess we could talk about. We're going to talk. Well, at least in this episode, we're going to talk about some early 2000s rock bands.
That's what I really remembering. Like having my own music was in like the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Like up to 99, I didn't really remember much. I remember playing as a kid, and then like flip switch.
Oh sure.
And I had my own music, and like everyone was judging me. Like all of my like older male relatives were like, "You listen to that? We had Led Zeppelin." Okay, I'm sorry you had Led Zeppelin when you were my age. I don't have Led Zeppelin.
No, unfortunately.
So I would love to have had Led Zeppelin, growing up to Aerosmith, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
All the greats, but I didn't have that. And this, I didn't mind this music. So like, I don't know. That kind of struck a nerve with me. I'm sorry. I was just like so offended that they're coming down on me. And then I caught them all listening to the shit. That's what pisses me off.
My first cassette that I ever bought, my parents are older, okay? So I bought the Beach Boys.
Ooh.
I went very classic.
That is very classic.
That was like, I don't even knew what my parents listened to. It was doo-wop or Hank Williams.
Yeah, is that? I can see your dad as a Hank Williams guy.
Nope.
No,
That's all my mom.
that's your mom.
That's all my mom.
What's your dad listen to?
He watches Cops a lot, so whatever that theme song is.
Oh, I can see. I pictured it. I can see it. I can see it.
That's about it. I heard that a lot when I was a kid. In Living Color? I know it's a TV show too, but isn't that the band name? It don't matter.
Yeah,
I remember specifically pinpointing specific like times in my life where music came into it, and that like I remember them very vividly. Some of them we'll talk about.
it's kind of like a smell type of
Kind
deal.
of.
Like it'll take you back,
It takes
and
me back.
that's how I am with music, and I think that's how they are. I think that's why they get so offended because like they were there in the time of they heard a song or whatever, and they remember that exact moment. Like we'll talk about it more, but certain songs we're going to talk about, I can remember exactly where I was at, what I was doing, who was around me when I first heard it. So,
I think there's okay. I'm gonna do something at some point during this episode that I think we can get around some like legalities.
that's fine. I
You'll
know
sit up
I know
on-
a few attorneys. I got you.
Okay, I think I'll just pull it up. We're just gonna go talk about this right off the bat. It looks like you want to do System first.
System of a
You
Down.
want to talk about System of a Down first?
Oh,
You want
yeah.
to end with it?
Oh, we might as well start. We've already started.
Okay. So I remember I can't remember how I got into System. It might have been from like I did basketball. I was on the basketball team at this private school me and Lex went to, and I think I do. This is where I heard it the first time. We'd be on the bus to come back from a game, and everybody had their like Walkmans or something, and they would. You'd be like, "Oh, hey, dude, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this," and that was remember the first time I think I heard. It is the first time I heard like Toxicity and all that stuff. So that's where I first came into them. And then they were one of the ones that my parents have 10 acres. So I would just listen to that on repeat and mow for hours.
Oh yeah, that'd get you fired up to mow. I think, if I'm remembering right, there was a Canadian radio station that we would get over here because we're right on the lake, and it was like a rock station. That was the first time I heard it. But it was like all staticky and everything. So I went home to try to find it because we didn't have. I mean, Google wasn't what it is today.
Yes.
We had Kazaa.com. I know there was Napster. So I would download, and like you couldn't just download the song, you had to like download the music video. So I mean, sorry mom and dad, I killed your guys' computer because I don't know. I downloaded viruses, all kind of shit. Like they just got this brand new computer, and I like Kazaa.com, and but I remember like showing everybody the music video to Chop Suey.
Yes.
And like being so proud and happy of it, and they're like, "This sucks." I'm like, "Yes." So that's kind of.
Hold on, that was too low. You ready?
I'm ready.
Wake up!
Okay.
Yes. But I remember my mom being worried about the music I listened to.
Yep.
She's like, "Are you okay?" Because in like now I look at it as a dad. Like if I heard my kid listening to certain music, like Papa Roach was another one, Last Resort. She's just like, "Are you suicidal?" No, I'm not suicidal. I'm just listening to the song. The song hits.
Right.
But
Fucking slaps.
Yeah, slaps.
No cap.
No cap. I still do not know what that means. Like when somebody says
There's no cap. There's no limit to it. It's
No
that,
limit.
You know what I mean? No limit, dude.
Oh, okay.
So.
Because I have people.
Do you want to know what makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard?
I didn't say that. I just did it.
That was perfect.
I know. I got it too. In case that ever happens again. I don't know. I'm
Daddy
sorry
Magic
about that.
nipples.
So what makes your nipples hard, Jerry?
Dude, my nipples are permanently deformed from a piercing. I got my
Have you
nipple.
told me this? I don't remember.
I don't know if I was kind of ashamed of it,
Really?
but you just want me to go into it?
Sure, please.
Alrighty. I think it was like 18 or 19. I lost a bet. So the bet was whoever lost the bet had to go get their nipples pierced. And everybody chipped in and paid for it. I think it was only like $40 at the time. So we were on Route 20. across from Taco Bell. There used to be a tattoo place there.
Yes, that's where I got my tattoo.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was called.
I can't
but,
remember the name
yeah.
of it. But like we go in there and the lady was all like super like, oh, you'll be fine. Come on back, you know. And I remember she's like, show me your nipples. I'm like, cool. So I pull them up. She's like, oh, you got big nipples.
Yes.
Yes.
Either way, for some.
Yes. But so then like I try to back out of it.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, don't be a puss. And she
Really? She said that.
She flashed me. She's
Oh,
like,
then you
and
got
she
it.
had hers done. So I'm like, okay. So I'm back there. I am so scared. What this is going
Just
on?
one nipple.
Just one nipple at a time.
Okay. Whoa. Oh.
I had them both done. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Because that was the bet. It's just like you can get one done, but you're going back the next week.
Oh.
So because your nipples can reject the piercings. So I went and did it, and I didn't realize a nipple could bleed.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like it took my breath away and everything like that. I was like, oh.
Ooh.
So I did it. Went back the next week, got the other one done.
Yes.
And like the disappointment in my dad's face when he saw them. Like I was like kind of walking like this, like I didn't want to show him.
Yeah.
But there's like little crusties because it's healing. So like another thing you forget about, you get out of the shower and you're just used to just going balls deep with your towel. And you do that, well, it'll drop you in pain. So I took them out. I couldn't handle it anymore. Like I think it was more or less the disappointment from my dad. But like now my nipples have like little baby nipples on the
Really?
sides. Yeah, they're like permanently deformed. Like
Do you know what I say?
you want to see it?
Prove it.
Okay.
Prove it, homie. Prove it.
All right.
Just lift up. Do a lift up.
All
Do
right.
you feel comfortable? I mean, you don't.
Hold on a second. I'm tucked.
Something's going on.
So
Are you-
I don't know
Oh.
if
Oh, sorry. Not just. Oh man.
you can see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it or not, but like everybody, any picture I take, everybody's like,
Every move you make.
every move I make, every picture I take, my nipples are hard, and I can't help it. I'm not excited. I'm not cold. They're just permanently
Really.
fucked because of, and I blame nipple rings. I don't have any medical background
Yeah.
or proof, but that's the only thing I could think of because that never happened before.
I wouldn't see. I would. I think that's a logical conclusion.
That's what I could think of. I
I
went
think-
to like a back alley tattoo place and got a
Yeah.
piercing.
Did
and-
she have antlers?
No, she did not have antlers. But yeah, and I don't have any more tattoos or piercings or anything like that. It's the only thing. But I'm not a bitch. I'm gonna follow through with the bet. You got to follow through because if you didn't, you'd be known. Hey, you're a bitch.
No, sure,
So,
sure.
but yeah, that's my nipple story. So we're way off fucking track.
I know, but
But the daddy magic nipple threw
I
me
know.
off.
That wasn't supposed to come when it did. But
Well, hey.
that's how it works.
That's gold though. That's the magic of
Sure.
this.
True memories of System.
Just like the fast paced rock
Mhm.
and would get me excited. Like it would get us pumped up before football games and all that stuff. I listened to them a lot on
Really?
repeat like you. Like I always thought
Mhm.
that I was like a psychopath for listening to songs on repeat. But
No.
more people I talk to, like, yeah, I do it. I'm like, okay, so I'm not, because like I would imagine things in my head. Like I'd listen to the song
Mhm.
and like, oh, I'm gonna nail this guy. Well, now that sounded gay. I'm gonna crush this. I'm going to tackle this guy
Yeah.
in the football field.
Yeah.
Legal.
Mhm.
So yeah.
You know, mine weirdly was I'd like listen. I know we're not gonna talk about this episode, but it'd be like, let's say Corn, right? I remember like I was walking in Conneaut, listening to Corn, and it's like doing that, you know, shit. And like I'm like fucking jacked up, you know. I'm like, fuck yeah,
Yeah,
And
fight
I'm
the
like,
world.
yeah. You know what's gonna happen? He'd be like, you raped my girlfriend. And, like I was like,
Rape my girlfriend?
that's what I was thinking of, like, what would make me the maddest?
Oh, like scenarios in your
And
head.
this is what I would listen to. Like, I'd be like, I can beat somebody up.
Right,
now.
right. No, that song, all those, that like whole era was just would get people fired up, and that's why I think people are crazy because of the early 2000s music.
It was awesome.
Oh yeah,
It was
hands
awesome.
down. I gotta tuck my pants in.
You should put your
or my shirt in.
You want me? What do you want me to do? Listen, I'm gonna keep it on this camera angle unless you tell me to move it.
Yeah, no, you're good.
You got what? You got fucking long johns?
Yeah, I work outside. It was cold this morning.
Why do you remind me of my dad? It's so weird.
Your dad and I have a special relationship. I should.
Jerry's putting his pants on. They are on. We're good to go.
We're good and talk. I couldn't just sit there with like my belt was all undone and it was making me uncomfortable.
No, that's good.
I didn't want Lex to walk in and be like,
What
Jerry's pants are down. You know what I mean? Like,
what are you
guys actually filming here?
Okay. What did you think of them musically, like their music style?
Different from anything that I knew of. I just thought it was cool. I mean, I still today like think it's cool. I still listen to them today, but it was just like different, so different than anything else that was.
Well, like
out.
his voice, his Surge.
Yes,
his voice was just so different. But then like I can't remember his name. He's kind of goofy. He's one of the guitar players. He's like the other singer for them. Sometimes his voice isn't terrible.
Right? I agree.
Mind. Like I remember watching like Disturbia. There's the movie, I think it was called Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf, and so it was like a horror movie. But there's a spot where he's like real sad. He's like chained up at home, like on house arrest, and then like you just hear, "Such a lonely day, and it's mine." That was fucking. I loved Lonely Day.
Oh
Lonely Day.
Yeah.
That whole when they came out with Hypnotize and Mesmerize, and it was like BYOB.
Yeah. Yep.
All those awesome. There's that. I think there's a song called like Cigarro that's like it starts off like my cock is much bigger than yours. Awesome, dude.
Yeah, no, they were completely different than what was out. I mean, the way I look at it, all of those bands in like the early 2000s, I almost feel like that was the last generation of like actual rock music. Where like now every once in a while, yeah, you have bands that break through like Greta Van Fleet or whatever.
Sure.
But like I feel like that was like the last era where like a band would get together and play. Now it's all like computerized and I don't know. That's just me.
No, I know. It's hard to get a grasp on it sometimes.
Yeah.
But then again, sometimes I have to force myself to look for new like rock music because sometimes I do tend to go back to what I liked before. But also the stuff that's popular now isn't like, at least from what I understand or what I hear, I don't hear a lot of like rock music. Like I heard my shit on the radio.
Right.
But then again, people are listening to stuff on the radio. Half the time, I'm sure they're all just listening to it on Spotify or whatnot.
Yeah.
So
It's the radio's
it's
dying.
different.
The radio's dying. Well, that's what nobody thought the radio would die or telephone. Like everybody thought, like, oh, we'll have.
Okay, so
forever.
if video killed the radio star, who? Right? That's how it goes.
Yes.
Video killed the radio star. Who killed the rock star?
Cancel culture. No, I have no. If you think about it, well, because like they would. I know from me, like my relatives would be like, "Oh, those guys are wearing makeup and stuff." I'm like, all rock stars wore makeup.
Yes.
Like the eyeliner and everything. Like, look at your. And then they're like, "You don't have any proof." I'm like, "Yeah, I can pull it up on the computer, you old fuck." Like, you don't believe me.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's
Okay. So I think we call it good on System.
yeah. I
We can go
think
head back,
majority
but-
of people would agree with what we had to say about System of a Down.
For them, I guess, like I consider them more like metal because I find them more like renowned, like respected. But then like some of the other new metal bands, like we're gonna be talking about like Limp Bizkit and whatnot. But like I guess some of these, but System holds more higher value, I think, to people. Maybe that's because they were gone for so long, and people wanted them to come back.
Yeah, like the being reunited with your
Right.
Because like I'm
You
sure
don't hear. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I'm sure other people have memories where they first heard System of a Down,
Sure.
and can relate to a certain memory. I mean, it could be a good memory, could be a bad memory. It's mine were good, or mine was good, yours was good. So
Some Limp Bizkit,
Limp
dog.
Bizkit,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude. All right. The chocolate starfish.
Oh, hot dog flavored water.
Hot dog flavored water.
Yes,
Dude. As a kid, I didn't know what that meant.
me
I do
neither.
now. And it's awesome.
What's the hot dog flavored water?
I can't explain.
I'm just trying to throw you. What's a chocolate starfish?
I can't do it.
I know.
Okay.
We have Christian listeners. But no, that because like I always wanted. Again, I'm gonna keep going back to my big head, but like I always wanted to wear the red ball cap backwards.
Oh, yes.
But my fucking head I look like an idiot. So like I could never rock that. I could never rock that backwards hat. But this song "Rollin',"
Oh, dude, it's so good.
that would get me pumped up. And I go back to the memories of playing Nintendo 64, listening to Limp Bizkit. Like I had my own room. I was at peace. I had inner peace then. So in my room, I remember playing this game. It was called Torok, I think. It was a dinosaur hunter game.
Yes.
Okay. I remember playing that, just playing the song on repeat, and then like hearing like, "You gonna listen to the same song all day?" Sorry, so I just turned it down.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's just the memories of Limp Bizkit were just.
He was
There.
actually cool then.
Oh yeah,
Not made fun of. See, it's kind of cool now because he knows what he like is like thought of, kind of like jokingly.
yeah,
So like the way he looks now, he kind of looks like an older guy. I mean, which he is.
yeah.
But like his last CD, legit, it was like last year, I think it was out. It wasn't bad. It was actually good, and he's talking about himself, like making fun of himself, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
He's cool.
Anybody who can do that can like self-reflect and like be real. Like
Yeah.
You're awesome.
What he got Britney, didn't he?
Did he have Britney?
Am I wrong about that?
I don't know.
I think he got Britney, and I think he got Christina.
He got both of them. That's the unicorn security right there.
Ooh,
That's-
probably.
That's
dude.
the original.
Probably. That was, dude. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. He smashed one of them.
Yeah.
He did it all for it, dude.
Did it all for the nookie, baby.
When I was in grade school, obviously, when this came out, and I would just go around going, I did it all for the nookie. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Not knowing what the nookie was. I think there was a lot of things that we said and we had no idea what the fuck they meant. I think that goes for everyone. But I said a lot of shit that I shouldn't have in front of my mom. Like my mom's cool as fuck, but like I said a lot of shit. She's like, "Gerald." Yes, Mom. But yeah, I have a lot of fond memories of Limp Bizkit. And, there's going to be people out there, I never listen to it. But as soon as they drive away in their car,
Oh, yes.
they listen to it. Shut up. You listen to it.
Y'all know you be loving this shit right here.
Yes.
LIMP.
Yes.
Oh, man, I fucked it up. But then it goes, Biscuit is right here.
Biscuit, yeah. No.
There was WrestleMania 19. This is one of the songs I downloaded off Kazaa, I think.
Ooh.
Something. But he was doing the theme song for the show. Because going back to wrestling, WrestleMania 17 is literally one of the best WrestleManias ever. It is like it was a week after WWF bought WCW. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yes. So this was like the last of this is kind of like when they consider like the Attitude Era over. Okay. So like
Sad day.
Rollin' was the song for that show. And they do like graphics, and like just to, hype you up for the show.
Right.
Video packages. So they brought him back for WrestleMania 19 and he did the song Crack Addict. And I remember, so what? I'd have been like 14, okay? And I guess I probably would have downloaded it off Kazaa. And I was so excited because there was the one part of the song. It is so stupid. But, again, the song's called Crack Addict. And he's like pumping up. He's like, yeah, I'm a crack addict. Yeah, I'm a crack addict. That's right, I'm a crack addict. And he go, I'm addicted to cracking skulls with punk start static. Like, what the fuck? What's punk start static?
Yeah, as a 35-year-old, I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. But will I drive away and listen to it later? You're damn right.
Yeah, as soon as I leave, when I go home, when I'm driving home,
It's awesome.
everything that we're talking about here, I'm gonna play. I got about a half-hour drive home, so I'm listening to it.
All right, next band. Okay,
All
I don't
right.
want to pull up a picture. If you're listening to the audio, we pull up pictures behind us just to give some type of graphical luxury.
Some of the images. Oh, you getting the guitar out?
Just for a second, just like a split second. I think this might get me out of legalities.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can guess what the next band we're talking about.
Yes.
All right.
Now we're waiting.
Let's see. I hope this picks up. Well, whatever. But Creed.
Oh
Creed.
God, that album. Oh God, what? I know. Higher. What was the name of the album?
It has something to do with like mud or something, didn't it?
Gold. I remember there was like a golden man
Yes.
covered in, I don't know. But that was that when that came out, that whole album was good. And that's not normally how it goes. When you get a whole album, it's like, I like a couple songs. But like that
Yes.
album was like every song hit.
I was close. It's not mud, it's human clay.
Human clay.
So that's where I was.
So he's
thinking.
not covered in gold, he's covered in mud.
Yes. No, that one was pretty good. I did like that. I didn't even mind I don't kind of jumping, but the weathered the home now.
Yeah. No, that was a good one.
Oh,
I mean, I know we talked about this, but you kind of resemble the lead singer.
ooh, thanks.
I think you should do that. There's an image on the screen. I think
I'll do it, but keep in mind this is going to be the aesthetic is a little south of the border.
yeah, you're fine. You
I have a poncho. I don't know if that was stated earlier. Was
I don't
it?
think it was.
Yeah,
I
I'm wearing
think
a poncho.
Yeah. I mean it makes sense. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you're going.
What's up?
You're going all
It's all
in
current,
for this.
Isn't that what you wanted me to do?
I just didn't expect you to do it. You don't got to raise your voice. Oh, there you go.
My hair's way longer, more luscious.
More luscious than his. What kind of conditioner do you? Oh, there it is. You got to screenshot that. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna print that off.
You're gonna need to click that. Okay.
No.
Ready? You're gonna click this mouse.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, cool.
So I'm going to put that in a frame, and I'm going to hang that in the mayor's office.
I
I have 1 year to go in that
what do
picture.
you got to lose?
Yeah. What, are they going to unvote for me? You fuckers.
No, I actually liked Creed at the time.
I did too. At the time, that you said it perfectly. At the time, I loved them.
I was into him.
Yeah. It's now I think he's living in like a Holiday Inn.
Dude, I don't know if he's like on drugs or off. I don't know. He does
Right.
his own thing.
They were like a Christian rock group, right?
Yeah.
Is that they're okay?
Yeah. The when I think of them, I hope this like so this you know how you're like we were talking about how when you hear something it brings you back to a time. Mine was our church had a parsonage that we were rebuilding to eventually rent out to somebody. And my mom and my sister were working on it and cleaning it because it was a disaster of a house. And I'm on my way to this place and we're in there. I'm not helping clean. I was like, what, 11 or 12. I'm just like, I'm there playing with Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy action figures.
Right. Okay.
Sitting on the floor listening to Creed and my sister talking about how much she liked Creed. And it's just, that's where I put myself every time I hear them is back in 2001 listening to this.
Okay.
And Jeff Hardy.
I wish we had a picture of Jeff Hardy to put up there.
Oh, he's too cool.
Yeah. You think he'll ever hear this?
Jeff,
Yeah.
if he does, I would hope he understands his band name sucks.
I didn't even know he had a band. So
It
you're like,
is. It sucks so bad. It's. I'll tell you what it is. But like when I was a kid, he was like the cool, and he was like different colored hair. He did art. He did motocross. I was like, oh, this dude's just crazy cool. He does all these weird things. His band is called peroxide. Okay, he took like peroxide and oxygen, those two words, and put them together, but put to be cool, he put like a Y in the middle, so it's peroxygen. Dude, it's so terrible.
oh my gosh, like that.
It's
It
bad.
kind of hurts
It's
my
bad.
head just to think of that word.
You can't even the peroxygen. That's hard to even say.
Peroxygen. What kind of music are the?
It's very kind of emo electronic type.
Oh,
Weird. I can't. It's weird. It's. I mean, you do you, boo.
yeah. Whatever you're into. But I have a lot of fond memories with Creed. It was at the time, I liked it.
So to me, I understand these next guys are new metal. Consider that. I think they transcended new metal. These guys were my first favorite band. They are still one of my favorite bands.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Linkin Park.
Oh man.
Hybrid Theory.
Yes.
Is fantastic.
Yes.
Top notch.
That's another Nintendo 64 game night I remember having. It's like playing games, listening to Linkin Park, and you trying to hide
Is that loud?
Yeah, I mean we heard it. But because they were kind of, if you think about it in a way, different. Yes.
Oh,
Now I hear like the people mixing like the computer sound. I'm like, "Ah, shut up.
I know that's not.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's all. They were
out of here.
original. They were
Yes.
cool.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were so once in a lifetime. Chester's voice, all of it.
Yeah. Just the when he would scream.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So, dude, when that's one, like, I remember so many things about being at that time. It puts me in a specific place. Maybe, like, I don't know if it's good for you or not, like you're being like an angsty teen, you got energy, you're an angry type of, you know what I mean? You just, shit's built up.
Well, you're full of testosterone.
Yeah.
You're going through puberty
Yeah.
or you may have gone, I don't know when you went through puberty.
I have no idea.
I don't
just
remember.
woke up with a bush.
I did too. Oh
Just
my
there.
god, you fucker.
Just there, dude.
I just like went to pee one day. I'm like, huh.
Just there.
I'm the fucking wolf man, bitch. I'm like, holy fuck.
No, and it's like you're just sitting there like, shut up when I'm talking to you. And I'm like, yeah, no, fuck yeah, Dad. I don't like you right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't make me. I hate flat tops, Dad.
That explains so much the long hair.
Oh yeah,
The
you
flat
think?
top, like
Yeah.
you are still rebellious
Yes.
in your 30s.
Yes.
Oh man, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah. Oh, it just I had a habit we've talked about this privately before, but like up until I had kids, and even a little bit into them, but I would lay in bed and listen to music like this to fall asleep to every night. I listened to Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory, and even next one, Meteora.
Oh,
Every night. Every night. There's two bands I can think of, and this is one of them that I listened to. I was probably more than a year every night.
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually made I had a nice little side hustle from Linkin Park when I was in school. I think it was junior high when Hybrid was out. I might have been in 7th or 8th grade. But like my parents had a CD burner. So they bought me the CD and I would burn it. And I just go to school and be like, hey, I got the Linkin Park album for $5.
Nice.
Dude, get the fuck out of here. $5 in early 2000s.
That's a lot of money.
And then people were just like, hey man, I heard you got the Linkin Park album. Like, I'll get it for you. I had a list or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like, I'm so sorry. I feel like I need to go buy my parents a computer. Because I destroyed their computer from burning CDs, Kazaa.
Yeah.
Just everything I did, I didn't know. But in the dial-up, that old dial-up.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know. It's so bad. It was so bad.
Kids, you have no idea the struggle
They don't.
that we went through.
They don't. My kids just learned what commercials were. are.
Shit. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's another thing. Kids hate commercials. It's like,
They do.
get used to it. We never had the option to pause the TV.
Nope.
You were the remote.
Nope.
It's just, oh my God.
No, Oh. Ooh. I got like an embarrassing one from them that I remember. Okay.
Alrighty.
So, for those that don't know, I have been with my wife. I'm not including like marriage, just like being with her for a very long time.
You're going to like 3 decades, right?
So if I'm, how do you do SOS in like the background?
It goes.
I love you. I'm just joking. It's all jokes. You
We're
really
not
know
doing
how?
I know how to do SOS. Yeah.
Okay, sure you do. I believe
It's a
that.
thing.
No, I
it's
know
a
you
thing
know.
to know.
I don't know it.
Well, I will teach you. It's real simple. You got a sec?
How do you? Yeah, I got a second.
You got a sec?
I got a
Okay, it
second.
goes 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You lost me. There's
We'll
too many
go-
ones you threw out there.
Yeah, it's just like a tap, 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 tap.
So the O is the three
The
long
3
spaces?
longer ones, yes. The S
Okay.
is the shorter.
Yeah,
I
okay.
may be wrong. You need help?
No shit. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. You learn something new every day.
No shit. That's cool. And you're not a notary.
Soon. I'm going. No, after you said that, I looked up what you need to do.
We should probably explain it. Let me explain it.
Yeah,
real
go
quick.
ahead. Explain.
I needed a notary, and I was like, if there's any mother effer that is a notary, it's this dude. If there's any. And he's not.
I'm not.
Spoiler, he's not.
But now I need to be. I need to add it to my titles. I'm going to put it on my wall, too, once I'm a notary.
You got to appreciate that you're like the first person I thought of.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
I love
Like,
that.
Jerry might have a notary. He might be a notary.
I can find you one. I know a guy.
So, I was probably 18 or something. You know, I'm just, a year or two into playing guitar and stuff like that. And Lex wasn't living with me, obviously. So I remember calling her. I had an amp, PA system, and all that. Did I go through? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what
already?
you're talking about.
Oh,
I'm just ready.
Okay.
I'm
So
bracing myself.
I have this PA system in my parents' living room. I'm talking to Lex over the phone, and I'm like telling her how much I really like this type of music and how much I like Linkin Park, like I always have. I'm just giving her deets about me. And then I'm like, hey, do you want to like hear me try to scream? Like that One Step Closer?
Right. Shut up.
Yeah. I put the phone down and I turned it up and I'm just screaming in this. Like, no one's home, obviously, but I'm just screaming like an asshole. Shut up. Like, I'm going to impress her. I've never screamed like that in my life, and I'm just in there, and I'm like, yo, babe, how was that? That sounded pretty good, didn't it? No.
She said no?
I'm sure. In my head, she said no. She could have been trying to appease me too. Maybe she said she loved it. I don't remember.
Right.
I remember saying, hey, what'd you think? Okay. And immediately knowing it didn't. I know it didn't sound good. And was like completely like embarrassed that I did it actually at that time.
Yeah.
So no matter what she said, I'm already thinking about what a goof I am.
You're the silliest of the gooses.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I think we all have that one. I remember trying to play when I first got my guitar, playing Good Charlotte for this girl. She was over at I still lived at home, but like playing the guitar or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh. And I'm like, I said, you want to watch wrestling? It's about to come on. Like, I had no game. Like, I'm like, I just want to play guitar. I wanted to watch wrestling and live my life.
Live your life.
Yes, I think she probably remembers that. That like that's like we all have that story. I mean, you married yours.
Yes.
I didn't marry this. I was like,
Get
out of here.
Get.
If you're not down for WWF, because it was WWF at the time, I have no time
You don't have no
for
time.
you. Get the hell out of here. So
You made a good choice.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm happy with my wife. she gets annoyed. Yeah, she's like, you need to learn new songs on the guitar. So
yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I will try to pencil that
I
in.
like this one. What's my age again? What's my age again?
Yeah, I learned from tabs. Tabs.
Yeah, tablature.
And a lot of Green Day.
Yep.
And so she's right. So I started playing some blues.
Really? I've always wanted to learn it.
It's a lot of twangy and sliding, but
Yeah.
the thing is, the dexterity in my fingers is not there because I'll put it down for 3 months.
Yeah.
And then pick it up, my acoustic, like I can like I've been playing for 20 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my fingers hurt.
My fingers.
My fingers are bleeding. So
no. Well, I think these were 4 pretty decent bands to start off with.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, there's a lot more we can get into at another time.
Yeah.
There's plenty of bands from back then.
Oh god.
You know, so to me, when we're thinking about here, these bands, not necessarily Creed, but it's like genre-wise, you know, then I go to Papa Roach, and then I go to Korn, and then I go to Slipknot, and then Stained. I listened to Stained for a little bit. It's all these little things. So it was a time that, you know, some people make fun of now that I hold dear.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't mind fighting somebody.
Everybody dressed like that. Everybody listened to that.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, no, that was the era. You say, is it genre? Genre. I always struggle with that and get made fun of because now I want to put people in a headlock. Like I'll show you what I want to do to people.
Oh. Hey, put me in it.
So like you have to be.
Dude, I told you I haven't showered.
You know, you're fine. You have to like make sure the elbow is perfect.
Yeah.
So then I'm taking this hand, put it on my bicep, wrapping this one behind your head, and just squeezing a little bit.
Ooh.
You know that pressure?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to do to people who make fun of that shit.
Choke me out.
I could. You want me
Choke me out.
That'll be a little.
I'm a little
right?
retarded.
I think on that note, we might
probably
want to end.
Yes.
Did I get too close to you? Did I make you feel uncomfortable?
No, I just felt bad for you. Like I said, it's been days. I was gonna do it this morning, but I got a little busy.
You forget I work with a bunch of construction workers.
Uh,
Like they survive on Red Bulls and Monsters. It's like
Yeah.
now, like me, like dude, it's not healthy for you. You should
No, it's
try
not.
something. It's like try some Crystal Light with caffeine in it. They're like, no, I'm gonna drink 12 Monsters a day. I'm like,
Yeah.
Then that Rain. Have you had that one? It's
no.
Oh.
I don't even know if I don't think I've heard
Am I
of
even
it.
allowed to say that? We'll get in trouble.
I think you're fine.
Dude, I felt like my heart was gonna come out of
Really?
my chest. It's tough shit. Be careful out there with energy drinks, guys. Don't drink it so much. Quit going to the gas station and buying all your shit. Go to Walmart or a store and buy your stuff. You're gonna save so much money. So much money. And on that note,
Yes.
we out.
Yeah, I think so. This has been Frosted Tips. My name's Carmen Sandella.
My name is Jerry Dybell.
And please don't forget to quit drinking sugary energy drinks.
Yeah, just drink beer like normal adults.
Yes.